affects me greatly. I used to think I was not very empathetic. I think I'm very empathetic, actually. And it affects me so much that it puts me into a depression, a physical depression. So I can't look at that stuff. Cannot. You're listening to the Unapologetically Unstoppable podcast. It's about going deep into who you were made to be and following that, no matter what. Where your calling is in the front seat and fear, well, he's trying to stop you, but fuck that guy, and getting the tools and tips to become unstoppable. I'm your host, Jeanette Peterson, where not too long ago, I had to find my calling. Here, you'll hear from me and other online experts on how to discover your calling, the steps to make it happen, and how to monetize it. I believe when we're unapologetic about our calling, we become an unstoppable, expansive force. So let's get started. 2020 was one of the best years of my life. Okay, now if you look back at my life just from the outside, you'll see a scary time of not figuring out how I'm going to have my baby. She was born in March. My husband leaving 6.5 weeks later during a pandemic. Nobody being there with me after I just had my sister and my mother-in-law at some points of 2020 being in my house. And then my husband coming home right before Thanksgiving and having nobody there except for us. That doesn't sound like fun. But really, it was the best year of my life. I think that's when we finally broke through our scarcity mindset, 100%. I mean, sure, it still comes up every once in a while, but instead of like 45% thinking scarcity, 55% thinking an abundance, it was more like 85% thinking in abundance, 15% thinking in scarcity. Although everybody was taking every single thing of toilet paper off the shelves, I couldn't find anything. I didn't have wipes at one point in time. All I thought about was how gracious God was and how much we had. It's so easy to get caught up in the news and what's happening and have outside sources tell you how to feel and what to do and to be scared and to be nervous about things. I hate the news. In fact, I don't even watch it. Google on my phone has now understood who I am and doesn't even show me news about Russia and the Ukraine. I get zero things about that. A whole war was happening and Google told me nothing about it. And it's not because I don't care. I was in the military. Of course I care. I just know myself. All that negative energy, all that negative talk, all that negative, sad, depressing stuff affects me greatly. I used to think I was not very empathetic. I think I'm very empathetic, actually. And it affects me so much that it puts me into a depression, a physical depression. So I can't look at that stuff. Cannot. I have boundaries around that. You can tell me all you want to tell me. It might go out in one ear and out the other. And I might tune you out. I will definitely tune you out. I just don't like hearing that stuff. Then people want to send me all these videos of like people fighting. I don't want to see that. That does not suit me at all. That hurts my heart. It makes me sad. It puts me into this funky place that I don't want to live in. So I don't do it. Don't do it. You know what the best thing on the internet is? Unfollow. Unsubscribe. I am a huge unfollower. If these people are like telling me some negative stuff all day long or fear mongering or bad mindset advice, I unfollow. I can't. I was I have a Peloton and I love being on it. And there's this coach on there who's awesome. I love riding her rides. She's got this great music. She's got like a great attitude. She's like super funky and fresh, and I love her. And so I was like, yeah, I'll follow her on Instagram. I'll follow her on the Grams. That's where I live. Love the Grams. Love it, love it, love it. And in every picture, she had just had a baby. She was showing her like flat AF, like 6-pack tummy. And I was like, I can't. This is making me feel bad about myself. But I'm okay with my body. Like I have fine body positivity stuff. Like I don't think my body is like gross or bad or anything like that. Just her was making me check that, I guess. Like double think about those things that I haven't really thought about in a while because I am okay with my body. But she was making me feel uncomfortable about my body. So after 2 days, I unfollowed her. I still ride her rides. I still like her. She's still a great person. She was just triggering to me in a bad, negative way. And that's not abundance. That's scarcity. That's negativity. That's bad stuff. I know that God wants everybody to have joy and abundance and to give freely and to live an abundant life. He wants us to be as rich as kings. So then why are we holding on to every cent that we have? Why aren't we just giving it away? Like it's just money. Honestly, it's just money. It's more like saying money is just a tool. Why are you holding on to these tools? Like if I have a tool and I can use it and I can share it, then you have a tool and then we all have tools. Then we're all doing great. Why is that a problem? Why is that a problem for me to do good and you to do good? Do you know how much money there is out there? Like for real, do you know how much money is out there? Why are you worried about 15 cents? Why are you worried about it? I'm not saying don't budget. I'm a big budgeter. I'm not saying like give to every poor man you see on the street. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you feel led to give, do. Don't be a miser and count every penny and make sure every penny's there all the time. I mean, keep good books, right? But like, it's okay. Because as long as you have the ability to create more, you will always have money. God said that he cares about the birds and provides them with food every day, and they don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from. God provides it every single day. So then why are we so worried about that when he loves us even more? The time that we stopped micromanaging our money and holding on to it and started giving, we are tithers, right? So we tithe, which means we give 10% to the church. The first time we did it, we were not budgeters. So we used every penny that we had every month. We were not making as much money as we are now. And so it was hard AF. But once we started doing it, literally random checks would show up in the mail. We get random checks of like overpayment from your mortgage. Like, here's $600. What? And it'd be coming at a time that we needed like $600 for tires or something like that. Literally. When you put your faith into something greater about their abundance, it's not about me. It's not my job to provide. It's my job to be obedient. It's your job to be obedient to whatever that calling is. It's your job to be obedient. And the abundance will come. This is like that weird, like wooey kind of talk. But for real though, I'm telling you, I am a cybersecurity engineer who understands ones and zeros and believes in science, okay? This is crazy, and it is also true. It is also true. I don't know. I can't prove this. I'm just telling you this is how it works. Don't know how to tell you otherwise. It just is. It just is. So if you want to live an abundance life, start giving. Maybe it's not money. Maybe it's just information. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's positive affirmations. but just start giving. Give and give and give. Those are the good seeds that you're sowing, and it'll come back to you tenfold. 1,000% I believe in that. So, if you are into reaping and sowing, what are you sowing into? Is it negativity or is it positivity? What's sowing into you? Is it negativity or positivity? Protect your ears, girl. Protect what's coming in. Because what's coming in is coming out. See you next week. Oh my goodness. I know you're ready to take this to the next level. So what you need to do now is go to Facebook to join a community of badass, unapologetically unstoppable women in the Facebook group. Unapologetically Unstoppable. And you can find me on the grams at Jeanette.Peterson or at Peterson & Bell. This podcast was created by me, Jeanette Peterson, with help from Allison Hartman, and our producer, the Amy Williams. Talk soon.